Okay, today we're going to check out a little bit of the Oso Viejo Community Park near the Norman Murray Senior Center in Mission Viejo. Check out just a little bit of the park and maybe some of the neighborhood above it. Millie's busy. Yeah, the Oso Viejo Community Park is pretty nice, fairly sizable park, very popular with people and dogs. Sunday morning, I think maybe because it's vacation time, it's not really crowded. There's not a whole lot of people here today. Again, I think that's probably because it's vacation time. A lot of people are probably traveling right now. It's usually way more activity here. It's a pretty nice park, and the thing that's cool about these parks here in Mission Viejo and some of the other towns in South OC is that it has trails that connect to the neighborhoods above it. Also, this trail connects to the Oso Trail, which is pretty good length. I'm thinking definitely at least 5 miles. A lot of trails go through the city of Mission Viejo. A lot of nature and stuff. Today we have limited time because we'll be going to church in about a half hour, so not gonna really. We'll take a longer tour on another day. Right now, just kind of a overview kind of thing. So there's the park, there's the Murray Center, back that way. Excuse me, and they also have a trail on the other side with a lot of amenities, exercise stuff, things like that. Pretty cool place. But since we have less time today, we're going to go up one of our favorite trails that leads to a neighborhood we like to walk through. Hold on a second. Here we are at one of the trails that goes up into the neighborhood above it. Oh, Millie's checking out. There's a lady walking her dog down below. Millie's stopping to look. Just past the guy who walks dogs. It's a dog walker, but he's a little bit different. Kind of a dog walker, because he actually hooks them up to an e-bike and takes them for runs. Today, he had 2. Which seemed to be a bit challenging for him. So we're going up to the neighborhood above the park. Another e-bike just passed. A guy had his kid hooked up behind on a special attachment, playing music for her. That's kind of cool. Man, it's pretty busy today. Coming up to the, sometimes we walk down that street, but today we're walking up here because it like loops around. Once we walk by the block through this neighborhood, it loops around back down to the park, to the senior center, and then back to the park. That's all we have time for today. Nice side yard over there. Look at that tree. A lot of these South Oso homes have a lot of cool landscaping. Even though we're walking through a neighborhood, I like to avoid filming personal stuff. Just check out out of respect for their privacy, just checking out some of the landscaping and stuff. I don't really want to film their cars or their personal stuff. Okay, over there's a trail that's going back down. This trail will take us back down towards the Murray Senior Center, and then we'll go back around to the park. There they are. Millie's friends are greeting her, saying hi. If we could jump over the wall, we'd say hi up close and personal. There's a look over the other side towards Pacific Hills, on the other side of the Paz. Down there's what school is that? Always forgetting the name of that school that's below. But they have Panther Pride, I remember that. Hold on a second. Besides, I don't really feel obliged to name all the buildings and stuff because everybody has Google Maps these days. You go to Google Maps and look up the Murray Senior Center in Mission Viejo, and you can find out for yourself what the name of the school. Oh, Newhart. What's the name of the places are I'm passing. Millie really likes these walks. There's just enough shade, even though it's getting closer. Even though it's getting after 10 o'clock, there's still just enough shade from all these nice trees around us that Millie's feet aren't getting hot. Don't like taking her on trails that don't have shade, especially when they have asphalt. Not good for dogs, so we look for shade wherever we can find it. Okay, so for this walk, it's a short walk. One of these days I'll take the longer Oso Trail walk. Yeah, she likes that too, but we gotta get going. We gotta get to church in about 15 minutes, so that'll wait for another day. So we're turning the corner. So head back to where we parked. There's a look back up the trail we just came down. Decent elevation change, but no big deal for me and Millie. Things are starting to pick up. A lot of people are bringing their dogs to the park. We like areas like this because it offers so much variety. Good place for dogs, nice landscaping that dogs love, nature sound, and all kinds of facilities. We came from up there and about to head. We'll be back in a couple minutes to our car. Ball field over there. There we go, right there. Right next to the Oso Community Park. Oso Viejo Community Park, where we are parked. So we'll be back in a minute. There's a whole lot to look at around here, but only so many hours in the day. But Millie enjoys this place, and she is one of many dogs who enjoy walking around here. Of course, stick with the shade. We'll be back in the car in about 3 minutes or so, and then we will go to church because we sit outside at the church. I meet my wife there. We found that way I take Millie on a nice walk, and we can meet at church and we sit outside. They have nice seating, outside seating, where people and dogs can sit. And that's where we're going to be in just a couple minutes. One more thing to look at on the way. Hold on, Millie. So here's some of the memorial stuff that they have here. I hope you're okay if I miss some of it, because we're running short on time, but you get the idea. It's honoring all folks who have served. Pretty cool. Alright, hold on a second. Oh my, look at this. Back at the park. I see a little bit of the Saddleback Mountains out there. It's a little hazy today. That's mostly morning marine layer that hasn't quite burned off. And a couple jacaranda trees right there. And our car is parked right over there. We'll be jumping in it in about 1 minute and then head for church. I hope you all have enjoyed this short view of Oso Viejo Community Park and some of the neighborhood above it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And Millie and I will see you again soon.